There was not a whole lot of council action yesterday, but the Austin Monitor broke a big story this morning regarding wholesale water rates from the city of Austin. So publisher Mike Kanin is here to kind of explain what's going on. So what happened?
Well, the Public Utility Commission ruled that the city has to reduce the rates that it charges for 4 municipal utility districts, and basically the upshot is the city of Austin has to redo its budget. If all this holds, the utility can appeal, but it's going to cost $3 million to the city if everything stands the way it is.
All right, so why? What happened?
Well, at the center of all this is this long-running sort of question about how the utility does its business, and this extends to Austin Energy too, though this is Austin Energy, to be clear, was not included at all in this ruling. Both utilities have a lump sum transfer to the city's general fund, so they pick up the tab for a number of costs, city costs, just by sending money over there. What this reads like to some folks is sort of that that they don't perform like normal businesses would. A normal business wouldn't just hand over, say, $120 million to a public entity, for example. That's probably a bad analogy, but the point is that people who aren't from the city of Austin, the folks at the legislature, for example, tend to get a little flummoxed about the way that the utilities in the city of Austin do their business.
All right, so if this all goes through, what does this mean for me, the taxpayer?
Well, at the very first is that the city has to go back and redo its budget. So they have to find another $3 million to cut what happened is that, for whatever reason, the utility included this $3 million in their budget projections, and so that's not there anymore, so they have to go back and figure out how they're going to figure this out. Down the road, who knows what this means? I mean, we just broke it last night. We've covered it for a little bit, but I think that and the utility, like I said, could appeal, so things can change. But this is a big deal, and it's sort of hard to project how this stuff spirals out because the water utility is in Austin Energy, and but they do have similar business practices, and I think that there's always just a little bit of concern from maybe the utilities and certainly the city anytime that one of those utilities gets dinged about its business practices.
So lots still to follow with that then.
Lots to follow. Yeah.
And also we have a quick look at next week too, because we only have a couple seconds left, but short-term rentals finally going to be taken up next week? Short-term
rentals, we think Mayor Pro Tem Kathy Tova may finally be ready to do some of those amendments. Granny Flats too, that's the ADUs, accessible dwelling units, and the Blue Bonnet Hills Historic District. This has been something we've been following because it is one of the historic landmark commissioners, Arif Panju, has filed a petition against doing this district, and there's all kinds of ethics stuff wrapped up in this, and it'll be a blast. Well, and we know you'll be here to help us break it all down.
Help us understand a little bit better. Mike, always appreciate your time. Thanks so much.